The attention seeker. That's what you call them, right? The one that is always coming to you for little discussions. You actually believe they have nothing to hide from you. You believe there is nothing that could hold them back in confiding in you. You hope that if they have any problem, they can come to you. The question is, have you created that kind of atmosphere? Have you created that kind of environment? Have you given them that kind of confidence? Have you really made yourself the type of person that they can come to? Hi, welcome to the Female Speak Up channel. My name is Hamina Tayodele. If you are new to this channel, you might want to check the video that introduces you to what we'll be talking about here. And when you do, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and also share with your loved one. Before I share with you ways to make your child confide in you, I want you to imagine yourself as a little child. Take a look back at the time when you were little. Were you able to share everything with your parents? The people that you managed to confide in, what draws you closer to them? Now, put yourself in your child's shoe and answer those questions. No worries, I'm not going to judge you because we all are still learning this parenting in the 21st century. However, I'm just going to drop some few points for you to take note in order to make your child confide in you. For your child to confide in you, it means you must make yourself available. How do you feel when someone comes to you to share their problems or an exciting moment with you, and all you do is to keep pressing your phone or watching the TV, and when they ask you, are you listening, say, can you repeat yourself? No. It shows that you are less concerned. But if you give up pressing phone or watching TV or doing something that is not really very urgent or even important, just to listen to them, just to let them know that they are important than every other things, it will make them know that you care for them, you love them more than those things, and you can be there always to support them. Well, it doesn't really have to cost you extra time. You can even listen to them. You can ask them to share their worries with you, even while you are doing some chores, even while you are just walking around the house doing things. You can engage them and listen to them. But you have to make yourself available. You have to let them know that they can come to you at any time. If it requires giving up other tasks, you have to do that. If you need to postpone the discussion, you have to give them reason for it, and they have to understand that what you are doing presently is urgent, and that is why what they want to discuss can hold. And even at that, it depends on how serious what they want to discuss with you is. If it is a matter that is so crucial to them, if it is something that makes them so emotional, that makes them cry, you have to give up other things and listen to them. And if it costs you extra time, tell me it is worth it. Then good for you, and good for the child, and good for all of us. Secondly, you need to engage them and show interest in their fears, right? That sounds like the first one, but this time around, you don't just want to listen to them for the sake of listening. You want to also tell them about what you're doing. I mean, how can I trust you when I don't know what you are up to? You want me to share mine, but you don't want to share yours with me. So it will be good to you if you also share how your day goes, if you share how you are feeling. If you are not happy, you also let them know. And if you think it's something they can manage emotionally, you can discuss with them. That way, you are also letting them know that you are vulnerable, and that will make them know that anyone can be vulnerable. And when we have problems, they know that they need to speak, they need to talk about it. And talking about yours means they can also talk about their own with you without judging them. Imagine you taking a child to school in the morning, a happy child, anxious to go to school, and when you go to pick up in the afternoon, in the evening, you just notice the moody child. I know might be wondering, oh, maybe this child don't want to go home. Or maybe, what's wrong with you? You don't even pay attention to why the sudden change of mood. It's very important to ask about their day, to ask why the change of mood, to ask about their friends, the people they choose to help. You need to know why they want to do that. Those that they refuse they help to, you need to know why they refused. It's not every time how many ABC do you write in school today, how many 1 to 100 do you write in school today. No, it goes beyond their academic performances. You need to show interest in their other affairs, their feelings, their relationships. You need to know that you are more concerned about their whole life, not just about their academic development. And while doing this, you also need to tell them what you are doing. You can always be my friend, my best friend, my close friend, if you share your problems with me and I share mine with you. See, you don't even need to have a problem. You can just cook up some stories just to make yourself vulnerable, because it is only when you accept that you are vulnerable, that is the only time you can speak up. And again, you have to be a baby. I mean, what does it cost you to be a baby? Wearing to a baby before growing up? Okay, I'm just joking. You come to their level. You have to also be a baby once in a while. You can't afford to always be serious. You have to be able to relate with them as if you are their mate. You still wondering why your child decides to tell his or her friends the home secret and not telling you things? It's because they see them as the same level, people they can relate with. So once in a while, you need to be like that too. Sit down with them and watch cartoon. Who say you can't enjoy the cartoon as them? Even if you don't understand anything, sit down with them, ask questions, tell them to tell you about the cartoon. Laugh at their silly jokes. You don't know, maybe that laugh, maybe that simple laugh at their silly jokes is what will make them start telling you about their friends and what they have in plans. You don't know, because at that time, they are not seeing you as a grown-up again. They forget themselves and think they are talking to their mates. That is how much you have to come down to their level once in a while. All you are doing is to build relationship, not just parent to child relationship, but friendship. You can't earn someone's trust without being their friend. What does it cost you to do hide and seek game with them? Yeah, let's do hide and seek. It doesn't cost anything. It doesn't have to be every time serious, every time book. No, you can always laugh. You don't always need to find your face. It is not only until you do that your child will respect you. You have to calm down again. You have to pretend like a baby and let them see you as a baby. Let them laugh at your silly jokes. Let them laugh at your silly questions. That way, they think you are their friend, like the friends they have in school, and they can share things with you, even things that they don't intend to tell you. They forget themselves and start sharing. Fourthly, to hear your child's trust and let them confide in you, when they come to you for discussion, you need to listen. Listen and listen again. Fine. You are old enough to understand everything. You have experience. There's nothing they want to say that is new under this world. So before they even say 2 lines, you already cut them short because you know where they are going, right? That is not right. You need to listen. Even if what they want to say is not relevant, it is until you listen to some extent before you can say that. But if you don't listen and you keep cutting them short, you might miss out on important things they intend to say. So listen and listen attentively. Let them speak their minds. Just nod your head and pay attention to what they are saying. Look straight into their eyes. If it matters to you, you need to put your phone in silence or put it elsewhere just for a call not to distract you. Because at that time, they think what they have come to tell you is very, very important. And you giving them your attention is the most important thing. So you need to listen and not cut them short, or else you might miss out on very important information. And by the time you ask them to repeat themselves, they also might have forgotten. So listening and listening again. We know that you know better than us, but we want you to listen. As a child, we always want you to listen to us first before responding. And lastly, when they tell you things that bothers them, don't just sweep it under the carpet and say, Oh, don't worry, it doesn't matter. Oh, is that why you are keeping a straight face? Is that your problem? Oh, really? Just forget about that. No, don't just sweep issues under carpet, because what you think is not important, what they have come to discuss with you, might be very, very important to them, might mean a lot to them. So if you sweep it under the carpet, it signals two things. One, you don't care about what they feel. And secondly, what is important to them, you have already given an impression that it's not a big deal. So when something of such happens or it becomes more complicated, they just feel you have already said it's not a big deal. So they don't see any reason telling you. So whatever they might have come to discuss with you, you need to act on it. Acting on it does not necessarily mean a serious something. Even if it is just talking, you don't just have to nod your head and tell them to forget about it. Yes, some issues does not necessarily mean you need to act, but even if you want the child to let go of it, you have to give reasons for it. You have to say things like, I don't think they mean it. Never mind, I hope you can forgive them. It's one of those things. This life, some people are bad while some are good. So you don't just have to say it's not a big deal. Telling your child that it's not a big deal might mean you don't care or the matter is not important. And when it becomes too complicated, it might go beyond your control, which is why you don't sweep issues under the carpet. I hope you have learned from this video. If you do, please like the video, subscribe to this channel, and turn on your notifications so that you can get to know when we release a new video. Thank you for listening. Bye.